The African American Chamber of Commerce of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware held its 2015 annual meeting and awards gala at the First District Plaza in Philadelphia. This year's theme, Building Businesses, Creating Legacies, highlighted programs that help businesses grow, hire, and contribute to the economic development in the region.
I think it's very important, just like we have legacies in music and churches, it's very important that we keep our business perpetuating so that when you have institutions like the Tribune, once Mr. Bogle goes on, that institution continues to benefit our community and serve our community. So it's important that those institutions, we create that legacy and keep it going.
That any business, small, medium, or large, that intends to work for the African American community and what that experience can mean, has to have a commitment to participate in things that are going to be important to all of us. And the most important you can think about is being a member of the African American Chamber of Commerce.
The evening began with entrepreneurs and African American Chamber of Commerce members showcasing their products and services.
I've been in business. I opened a brick and mortar about a year and a half ago, November 30th of 2013. So we're doing well. And I started at home being a stay-at-home mom and wife, and was a little bored and found a little hobby, outgrew the house, and then decided to open up a storefront. The African American Chamber of Commerce has helped me because it has allowed me to come to events and network, such as one like this. And I've met so many people, that are interested in what I have to offer.
I started out when I was 11, so about 11 years old, I was, fixing computers, taught myself how to program in Basic A on a TI-99 4A. Fell in love with Pac-Man and Defender, so since then I've just, headstrong in the computer industry. The Chamber has actually been a great friend to JCW Computer Consulting. About 6 months ago, we attended a breakfast, an Access breakfast, and the key presenter at the Access breakfast was actually Sugar House Casino. So we, assertively presented our marketing materials and called on Sugar House, and I'm proud to say 6 months later, we're finally on the Sugar House as a vendor, and we've sold some product in Sugar House Casino for Philadelphia.
The room quickly filled with business owners, elected officials, proud awardees, and attendees as hosts Mike Jarrett and Alex Holly from Fox 29 Philadelphia Morning News began the reception.
So the main reason we're here tonight is to celebrate some very special people. Tonight you're going to meet the Young Professional of the Year,
the Startup of the Year,
the Small Business of the Year,
and the Corporate Advocate of the Year,
and of course the big award, the 2015 Vanguard Recipient of the Year.
And this year's theme is Building Businesses and Creating Legacies. So we really are highlighting and celebrating all the African American businesses who are succeeding and contributing to the growth here in our area.
How fast are they growing?
78% in this past year alone.
Come on, we want to come celebrate that. It's going to help turn this community around. The maybe soon-to-be Mayor Jim Kenney was saying we have the highest poverty rate of any big city in America, and businesses like they're involved with the Chamber are going to help turn that around.
And it's so great just to see entrepreneurs doing things not only for themselves but also for the community. Part of the theme is building legacies, and that's exactly what they're doing here in Philadelphia. I remember growing up, my father used to ask me, what do you want to do with your life? And I tell him, I'd list all these different jobs. He's like, honey, that's a job. If you're an entrepreneur, you are your own boss, you are in control, and there's nothing better than that. So I have so much respect for our entrepreneurs here in our area, and especially for the African American Chamber of Commerce.
Then why in your own life are you so out of control?
I don't know. I need to get it together. Hopefully this event, it's inspiring me.
This coalition that we built over the course of 17, 18 weeks was a phenomenal coalition that it incorporated every neighborhood in our city, every gender, every race, every ethnicity, and I'm so proud of the results of that effort.
Democratic mayoral candidate Jim Kenney shared on his alliance with the African American Chamber of Commerce.
I've been here before. I serve on the Minority Hiring and Contract Committee of Independence Blue Cross, so I know a lot of the folks that are here. We've done business with them before. And it's just we're all one community. We're all one economy, and we need to all share in that economy. And the way you do that is by expanding opportunities for entrepreneurs, for minority business, women-owned businesses, disabled businesses to share in that prosperity. And I think we're doing a good job. We could do a better job, and we want to keep making sure that we continue to pay attention to that and not let it just drift. We need a direct response to the issue of poverty in our city and unemployment. And the more people that are in business, the more people are working, the more people we have employed.
Absolutely. And in, speaking of expanding and in the theme of building businesses and creating legacies, what message would you have for a young entrepreneur?
Follow your dreams. Try to get as much mentorship as you possibly can. Be a mentee to as many people. Be a mentee to as many people as you can. You learn that way. You ask questions. Don't think there's ever a dumb question to ask. Ask whatever you don't understand. Ask about it, and you'll learn. And just stay true to your dream and stay true to your heart and work hard.
The African American Chamber of Commerce is proud to introduce Ms. Felicia Henry, owner and founder of Developing in Excellence, as the 2015 Startup of the Year.
With building businesses, creating legacies being the theme, awards were given out in categories including Startup of the Year, Small Business of the Year, the Vanguard Award, and the Corporate Advocate of the Year.
My name is Felicia Henry, and I'm the founding director of Developing in Excellence, which is a nonprofit organization. It's a mentoring and enrichment program for minority teen girls. And honestly, I believe that I won the award because I'm an engaged member of the chamber. I went through the Entrepreneur Academy, I went to the events, I reached out to Shalimar just to see how I could be more involved. And here we are, I'm getting an award.
Actually, I was thinking about opening my business, and I became a member of the Young Professionals Division of the African American Chamber of Commerce. And the chamber has been a big, huge help. They basically put me in with the contacts, basically show me how to go about opening my business, how to grow it, and they have constant seminars and speakings, meetings on how to continue growing your business and how to scale it and try to think bigger. So, opening my business, the African American Chamber of Commerce has been a huge help in getting that accomplished.
I think I came about the award because I'm committed to the entrepreneurial life. I'm an advocate of the African American Chamber of Commerce. I make it a point to attend as many events as possible and participate actively. And I try to encourage those other entrepreneurs that I come across and encourage them in the same way. So I think that's part of the process, but I really am committed to it, and I've seen some good opportunities come about as a result of the access that the African American Chamber affords all of its members.
We've been at this for quite some time. About 18 years we've been looking to see what we can do to increase minority participation and grow businesses, women businesses, minority African American businesses, and locally. So we've been developing all types of incentives and programs to make that happen. We work with the African American Chamber of Commerce, which has been enormously invaluable to us, and we're going to continue to do it. This award is just actually a beginning. And it's encouraging us to do even more and more and more. And we're looking forward to the future.
Plus, I wanted to meet the keynote speaker.
Peebles.
Yeah, Don Peebles. And I'm trying to get a Miami penthouse out of him. A condo.
That might work out.
Yeah.
Good
luck with that.
Hi, Mr.
Keep counting your
Peebles.
change.
Hi.
If we look at every
The evening did not stop there. The keynote speaker for this evening was R. Donahue Peebles, CEO of Peebles Corporation.
One of the things I've tried to do as I've built the Peebles Corporation is to bring in very talented people to work on our team. I think that's very important. And that because frankly only the most qualified should have their roles and they should be given opportunities. So just because my son is my son doesn't mean he's necessarily qualified to run the company. Hopefully he will grow into that, but I think it's important to create an environment of opportunity and create a culture within the company that is consistent with the culture that I or any of the business owners have, and that allows the company to go on.
Because the African American Chamber of Commerce sets a standard of economic opportunity empowerment, and this is really the frontier for African Americans. We need to engage in entrepreneurship, and the African American Chamber of Commerce in Philadelphia has worked for many, many years inspiring, promoting, and supporting African American entrepreneurs and access to opportunity for entrepreneurs.
What message do you have for young, striving entrepreneurs in the African American community?
That there's no limit to your sense of opportunity. There's no limit no barriers to opportunity other than what you allow others to impart on you or what you impart on yourselves. And so if you can dream big and you're willing to work hard and prepare yourself with the knowledge, there's no limit to what you can accomplish.
The interview was led by Bill Anderson of Fox 29 Philadelphia.
So what did you take away from your interview with Mr. Peebles?
That he's a really cool guy. I mean, when you sit there and have a conversation with somebody who's accomplished that much and they're chill and they don't mind speaking their mind and they don't mind holding people accountable, that's inspiring. Like, reading about them and seeing everything they've done is fine on paper, but when you see that they're quality people, that makes the night worth it.
As the reception winded down and the networking began, we talked to some people about tonight's event.
It's a wonderful event, and it's a great networking opportunity. Of course, we support small businesses, so it's always a good connecting opportunity to find businesses that are looking for access to capitals.
I thought tonight was great. Kudos to all the people who won awards tonight. I think that was very awesome in terms of their business. I also believe that there is pride in terms of African American based businesses, and it affords us to just not only work for different people but to work for yourself, and that's a very humbling experience.
Because the African American Chamber of Commerce is one of a kind here in Philadelphia.
Stephen mentioned, my name is Shalimar Thomas.
In closing, Executive Director Shalimar gave a word of advice to potential business owners and members.
Think of succession planning early. A lot of times, you're new, you're not thinking about, what I'm going to do when I walk out the doors. But the foundation and starting early is so key to making sure that you develop the right management team. I tell people right now, who I'm hiring, I'm looking at you to be leaders eventually. You might not be leaders today, but I want to develop you to be leading this organization in some capacity in a few years. So thinking about that and who's going to be your leader, not just hiring somebody that can be in that position for 400 years and still in the same position, but what are they doing to help your business grow, and make sure that if anything ever happens to you, if you're not able to serve in that business in that whatever capacity you're serving in, that business can still succeed. Because if that business dies, then so is the economic opportunity we just spoke about, guys.
The 2015 annual meeting and awards gala was a success. If you're interested in membership with the African American Chamber of Commerce, log on to our website at aachamber.org or call 215-751-9501. This is Imani Johnson, along with producer-director Howard Gilliam Jr., reporting for the African American Chamber of Commerce Annual Meeting and Awards Gala.